Hi there folks, this is Tom Horton at Keyboard Skills Pro and welcome to another music tuition video here on a wonderful theatre organ. This is the 3-manual 5-rank Compton at the Grange collection in the east of England, and we're here today on an open day on a Sunday, and we're very thrilled to be able to use the organ to record this video. And this little video has been requested by one of my subscribers to patron.com, which is where if you enjoy the videos here on the channel you can subscribe and support my video production. And this is by a gentleman by the name of Angus, and he asked about what about if we wanted to do theatre organ sound effects. And as we know, the cinema organs were originally used to accompany silent films, and so the organs were blessed with a great collection of built-in sound effects. So at the beginning there you heard the train whistle, the birds, and there was, on bigger organs you had fire gongs and car horns and various things. So I thought I'd show you on this little organ just a few simple ideas. Obviously I've had to vary this to accompany this little 5-rank organ. But the first one is, how would you produce a train? Well, a great effect is using some of the built-in sound effects. So of course we do have here a train whistle, or a steamboat whistle as it is on the Compton. And you see that right here on the toe piston. Now we'd also use the surf if we had, we haven't got that on this particular model, but we'd use the surf to bring in the effect, and also perhaps the fire gong as well. So what we would do is we would take the trems off over here, and we'd use all the 16s on the great, or in this case it's the solo, the second manual. And what you basically do is you use the palm of your hand to basically flatten all the white notes and all the black notes. It's basically like the bottom half an octave right over here. So I'm playing C, C sharp, D, E flat, all the way up to G, as big as my hand. And what you basically do is you just slap the keys, and then you'll hear a sort of a train effect. Okay. And what you do is you start by, I usually start with the train whistle. So let's say we were going to go into Coronation Scott. So we want to do the train before we start it. So something like this. And the steam trains often didn't get going straight away. So start with the train, slap the keys at the bottom, and slowly make some of them staccato. And then the first one, sort of every so often, do a nice long one. Put the train whistle in, and as it pulls away, use your other hand so on into the Coronation Scott. So that's a really nice effect. Let's take a look at the next one. The music box. What if you were needing a music box? Well, use the glockenspiel, maybe the chrysoglot if you've got that on the theatre organ. And what you do is, on the left hand, you play with a little thing called an Alberti bass. An Alberti bass is a style of playing where we do a broken chord, bottom, top, middle, top. Okay? Bottom, top, middle, top. And what that you'll find is in many of the great classical piano works, for example. And because we're using a glockenspiel, the audience will think you're using a music box. Very nice, easy effect using the Alberti broken chord bass. What about a cuckoo? Concert flute maybe, and we do G to E, trems off. Now that could be great if you're combining it with say the Chinese block, and that could be a fantastic sound for, I believe the Chinese block works on here. There we go. There you go. So that's how you do a cuckoo. So G to E, top octave, no trems though, because of course a cuckoo clock doesn't have any vibrato. And then using the Chinese block, or the wood block, and then maybe switch to the glockenspiel to do the bells. What about a marching band? Well, marching bands have bass drums, cymbals, so let's put those on the pedals. And on the bottom keyboard we could do the snare drum, We haven't got a snare drum because I don't think it's been wired up. Let's use the castanets for a bit of fun. And you can do a sort of a marching band effect by going da 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 da. So that works very nice. Let's finish off with this last little tip, and of course this is good if you're playing a small organ. Obviously if you've got a bigger organ you'll have much more variety. Let's try some bagpipes. So I'm going to use the Vox, I'm going to use got a clarinet, which is a synthetic clarinet on this organ, and the trumpet. Let's go for a D and an A down the bottom, again no tremulants, and what you do is you play D and A together and that gives you the drone. And what I want you to do is every so often is just clip the F sharp, the G sharp, I beg your pardon, just below the A like this. And you can hear that little dissonance produces quite an effective bagpipe tap. Now again, we're not using the tremulants because we don't want those. Okay, and if you have say an oboe and a caneur or crummet ranks, that even works even better. And then you play something like Highland Cathedral. Now we used the bass drum. Let's put that on the pedal, and we just tap a pedal, no stops, just the bass. So there we go. So tapping the bass pedal on each sort of bar, and that gives you that very somber kind of tone. So I hope you enjoyed that. Some great effects there. And why would you need those? Well, sometimes musical effects in songs or medleys. Maybe some of you have always dreamt about accompanying silent films. That's one thing I do in my work. I play piano and organ to accompany silent films, and that is great fun. So if you sometimes haven't got all the sound effects that you need, you can make use of the stops on the organ to produce those. Thanks ever so much for watching this video, folks. This is part of a big series of videos on my channel, and if you've enjoyed it, please do hit the subscribe button, share the videos around to different forums or Facebook maybe, and if you'd like to comment on the videos, please do so in the description. If you really enjoy the videos and would like me to help me produce more of these kind of videos, because I have to obviously travel to a venue and use cameras and software and so on, it all takes time and money, please do consider becoming a patron of mine on patron.com, where for just starting from $1 a month you can help me produce even more videos. So I'll say many thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon here on Keyboard Skills Pro.